Hey guys, welcome to this video lecture series on the subject of polymer science and technology. I'm Harsh Panchal, Assistant Professor in Chemical Engineering Department of LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. In previous video, we have covered most important question from this chapter, that is functionality of polymers or functionality of monomers. Well, if you have missed that video, you can find it in the I button over here. Now, in this video, we are mainly going to focus on the polymers. Well, polymer derived from the classic Greek word where poly means many and mer means unit. So basically, polymer is the combination of a tiny substance that we called as the monomer. They combine together and join to form a complex structure of polymer. Well, here in this screen, you can see the definition of the polymer, as a polymer is a long chain molecule that is composed of large number of repeating unit of identical structure. So we can say that the polymer are the combination of a tiny monomer that combine together and form long chain of a complex structure that we referred as the polymer. Well, human civilization has been using polymer from many years. We are using natural polymer of silk and wool from ancient time. So we can say that these polymers are integral part of our human life. Certain polymer such as protein, cellulose and silk are found naturally from the nature, while other polymers such as polystyrene, polyethylene, rubber are derived by man-made route that we refer as the synthetic route. Well, you can see on the screen that based on the functionality of the monomer, we can differentiate polymer in the three categories as linear polymer, branched polymer and cross and cross-linked polymers. Now, having said that, let me just move to the most important question from this chapter for your university exam, that is classification of polymers. Now, having said that, we can classify polymers in number of ways. Well, here you can see that the list for the classification of polymers. Basically, this polymer can be classified based on the source. Either they can be natural polymer or they can be synthetic polymer. Then we have classification based on the structure of the monomer chain. That is, the monomer can join another monomer to form structure molecule, that is polymer, in the linear form or in the crossed link form. Then we have next classification based on the polymerization process. Then we have next classification as the based on monomer. So monomer can be bifunctional or it can be trifunctional as well. So based on that, we have classification for the polymer. And lastly, we have classification of polymer as the molecular force that join this to monomer to form polymer. So let's just start the classification with the source of availability. Well, as I have already told that this classification can be done in the two categories. One is on the natural polymer and the another one is on the synthetic polymer. But wait, there is third category as well. We can define this polymer as the semi-synthetic polymer that we will see in the upcoming slide. Well, here in the screen you can see that we can define the natural polymer that can be derived or occur in the nature. So these natural polymer are the naturally found in plant and animals. The classic example for these natural polymers are protein, starch, cellulose and rubber. Well, here in this image you can see that this tree naturally provides the rubber in the form of rubber latex. So this can be considered as the natural polymer. Now moving to the next thing, these natural polymer are basically biodegradable polymers. So they sometimes also referred as the biopolymers. These molecules are responsible for all form of life on our planet. So we can say that this natural polymer are the building block for the life. We cannot imagine our life without such polymers such as protein, DNA and starch. This structure of the natural polymer is relatively more complex and not easy to understand. So this was all about the natural polymers. Basically, these natural polymers are found naturally in the nature, and their example are protein, starch and DNA. Now let me just move to the synthetic polymer so that you can easily compare both the thing and get the idea about the classification of polymers. Well, as the name suggests, these synthetic polymers are derived or produced in the laboratory. So we can say that these polymers are man-made polymers. So their example includes polyethylene, PVC, Teflon and nylon and all other polymers that we use to produce in the factories or in the laboratory scale. So these were all the synthetic polymers that we are using in a day-to-day life. We can say that these polymers are relatively simple than the natural polymer as they are easily understood by the mankind. Now let me just move to the third category of these polymers, and that is semi-synthetic polymers. Well, we can define this semi-synthetic polymer as they are natural polymers but they do undergo certain chemical process, so that we can say that it is combination of natural polymer with synthetic process to produce one useful polymer. So here in this screen, you can see that they are derived from naturally occurring polymer and they undergo further chemical modification. So we are modifying the natural polymer to serve our purpose for mankind. These polymers include cellulose nitride, cellulose acetate and vulcanized rubber. So you can see that in this example that cellulose is basically natural polymer, but this cellulose undergoes the chemical reaction of nitration and we are producing cellulose nitride so that we can use for the industrial purpose. Then we have said rubber is basically natural polymer, but it undergoes the vulcanization process and we produce vulcanized rubber to increase its strength and hardness. So we can refer this vulcanized rubber as the semi-synthetic polymer. So this was all the classification according to availability of source. Here in this video, we have seen that we can classify this polymer in three categories as natural polymer, then we have seen the synthetic polymer, and lastly we have seen the semi-synthetic polymer. Now let's move to the next classification of this polymer based on the structure of monomer chain. Well, we can classify polymer in a three category as linear polymer, branched polymer and cross-linked polymer. Well, here in the screen, you can see that the linear polymer. Well, when monomeric unit join together in a straight long chain, we can refer them as the linear chain polymer. So here in this image, you can see that these are the linear chain polymer. So in this monomeric unit are arranged or joined or even linked in a form of straight line, as you can see here in this image. So we can say that these monomer are joined tightly together and they are forming one strong chain of this polymer. And this structure has very strong strength so that they can be formed with high density. So all the material with the high density can be defined in this category of linear chained polymer. Due to this closed packing structure, they are having high tensile, high strength and high melting point. So here in this image you can see that all the example of this linear polymer chain such as PVC and polystyrene. So they are very strong and they have high tensile strength as their structure are very close together and they are forming very strong bond with each other. So this was all about the linear chained polymer. Now in the next video we will see two different categories of this polymer, that is branched polymer and cross-linked polymers. So now, having said that, let me just quickly revise this whole lecture. Well, we have started with the small introduction to the polymer, and then we quickly move to the classification of the polymer. We have seen this polymer can be classified in number of ways, as classification based on the source. Then we have seen classification based on the long chain of the monomer. Then classification based on the force for the bonding. Then we have seen classification based on the functionality of the monomer. Well, specifically in the source of availability of the polymer, we have seen natural polymer, synthetic polymer and semi-synthetic polymer. In the classification of the polymer based on the long chain of the monomer, we have seen the linear polymer. Now, in the upcoming lecture, we will be discussing about the cross-linked polymer and the branched polymer, as this question is very important for the exam point of view. This question can be asked as classify polymer based on the source of availability, or it can also be asked as classify polymer based on the monomeric structure or the monomeric long chain. We will see you in the next video. Till then, keep watching, keep learning. Thank you.